Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Welcome to my live section. So, today I'll be digressing a little bit. I'll be talking about something very, very important and sensitive. In the last 2 or 3 days, I've helped recovered like 3 to 4 Facebook accounts that has been hacked. And all of these things happen as a result of, would I say, negligence or not negligence per se, not being aware or not knowing what to do per se. I think that's the right word to use. So I'll be talking about things to do, how to stay safe online, how to secure your password, how to ensure that your information doesn't get leaked out there. I think I've done a couple of videos on tips on how to stay safe online. I think I'm going to do more. Basically, cybersecurity is my thing, so I will do more videos in regards to that. So first thing to do is that number one thing you need to do to stay online or to stay safe online is that never take screenshots. It's very important. Never take screenshots of your password. Never take screenshot of anything personal. That is, if that thing gets out to the public, it will have serious issues. So you will have serious issues rather. So never take screenshots. It's very, very important. Don't do that. Then secondly, one of the other things you need to do to stay online is that never save your passwords on your browser. Don't do that. I'll break it down one after the other. Okay, let me start from the first one. Never save screenshots. Now, sorry to say this, but some of these, like for those in Nigeria, my country, some of these people that go to these apps to loan money, there are two ways to it. Now, if you download the app on your phone, at some point it will request for permission to have access to all your contacts. So what they do at the back end is that they have access to your contact, they have access to your phone, they have access to a lot of things you think you don't know. A lot of things you don't know, they have access to it. That's why at some point they'll be calling your contacts, or they'll be sending messages to your contacts requesting that you should pay the loan you took from them. And you'll be wondering how they got those numbers. I'm just giving you an instance on how these things happen. The second one is, if you buy phone on credit, there are some that buys phone on credit and you don't get to pay. You don't get to pay the money. These people also have access to your information. They have access through the back end. They have access to your contact, your gallery, and a lot of things you don't even know about. And then they get to contact a lot of people on your behalf, requesting that you pay them your money. You pay them their money rather. These things have triple effect that you don't know about. So don't do that. Don't download stuff. Don't screenshot pictures. Don't take screenshot of your password or whatever it is on your phone. It's very, very bad, because by the time they have access to your gallery, they have access to everything. So all the screenshots you've taken, they have access to them. They can easily go through these things and use it to manipulate your data. Like the one I worked on, the last one I worked on, I discovered that the client took screenshots of her passwords on her phone, and the person that did that thing used something called social engineering. We have different types of attacks. We have social engineering, we have the DDoS attack, we have social engineering, DDoS, and then we have phishing. Yes, I think we have phishing attack too. So they use this method to attack their clients and then fish out the information they need, and then I will still come back to explain those things one after the other. But let me just finish this brief one to exploit these people's contact and then do away with their data and all of that. So I've spoken about don't take screenshots on your phone. Don't do screenshots. It's very important. Don't write your passwords on your phone diary without having it encrypted. It's very important. Now, for instance, if you use an iPhone enables you, give you the access to password some of the things you write on the notes, that is, encrypt them. You can use a stronger password to encrypt this information. It's very, very important. By the time you encrypt the stuffs you write on your notes. Nobody will have access to it, not until you give the person access to, you give the person the password. They will not be able to have access to these informations you've written on your notes. So don't take screenshots, don't write your passwords on your notepad without encrypting them. It's very important. So the third one is, don't do same on your journal. Don't write them on your journal, because by the time you write them on your journal, the same person may have access to it too. So you don't do that. Then the third one on this list is, don't save your passwords on your browser. Saving your password on your browser, it's tricky, because anybody that have access to your account, for instance, you give somebody your phone to use and the person was able to have access to your browser, and the person gets to go to your password on your browser, the person will have access to all the passwords you've saved on your browser. So don't do that. Don't save your passwords on your browser. Instead, there are apps that you can use that will enable you to save these informations. It's very important. For instance, you have 1Password, is an app. You have I think they have Vote. There's Vote. There's authenticators you can actually use. You can use Microsoft Authenticator. You can use Google Authenticator. These are good authenticators you can use to secure your passwords online. I'm just trying to sum it up in a nutshell, but I'm going to put out more videos on cybersecurity going forward, because it's my thing. Then the other thing you need to do is don't give your apps permissions to have access to your contacts on your phone, or to have access to a lot of things on your phone. By the time you give these apps permissions, you are actually giving them the green light to go ahead and have access to all of the things you've saved on your phone, contacts, gallery, and the rest of them. They'll have access and they do away with all of these things, and you wouldn't like that. So don't do that. Then the next thing we're talking about here is how to combine strong characters to give you a good password. Combining strong characters, it's very, very important, because it enables you to stay safe online as well, because it will make your password be strong and not be, it will make it not be easy to crack for those that use different operating systems to crack passwords. Don't do that. Don't use easy password. Rather use a strong password, strong character password. For example, people use Linux. There are a lot of operating systems that will be able to give you access to all of these things online. So don't do that. Then the last one here I want to talk about is use OTP. OTP means one-time password. Always use OTP on some of your apps if necessary, or some websites if necessary, because the essence of you having the OTP is that they will send one-time password to your phone as SMS. You give acknowledgement to that. So if you don't get an SMS, it means that they won't be able to have access to that password. So if it's possible, change your password after every 6 months. It's very important. After every 6 months, get to change your password. But most importantly, get authenticators. It's very, very important. Authenticators will help you to ensure that you have maximum guarantee. Then for you to be able to have a vote where you have, or rather I'll call here a vote where you have all your passwords saved online, I think 1Password is the best to use. 1Password, I think it's free, but not free. But for me, 1Password is still cool. But if you cannot afford 1Password, like I said earlier, you can use OneNote on OneNote on iPhone. That OneNote on iPhone, you can actually create a password to save the stuff you've written. For instance, if I have my password saved on OneNote on my iPhone, I can create a password that is a stronger password that will enable me save or hide those notes, because but doing that, nobody will have access to it. Nobody will have access to that. And when you do that, ensure you don't enable Face ID, because by the time you enable Face ID and somebody gets access to your phone, it means that they can actually unlock that, because somebody might be like, okay, please, can I use your phone? And by the time they swipe your phone across your face, not knowing, they may unlock your Face ID. They may unlock your phone using your Face ID, and unlocking that means that they may likely also unlock your OneNote, your note on your iPhone. So I think I've dished out some important tips on how to stay safe online. If there's anything you want me to talk about, or there's any video you want me to work on or create in regards to these areas, you can actually send them to me or drop in the comment section or something. I'll always get back to you on that. So I think, having said that, I don't know if there's any other thing that I need to buttress on that I've not spoken about, that I've not talked about. Yes, so there's another one on links, about links. You know, people sending you random link, maybe to click on this link to do this. So there's something you need to do to be sure that the link you are clicking on your phone or your laptop is actually good or not. So there's something called Total Virus, a website called Total Virus. So copy the link, go to Total Virus, paste the link, and then check. So doing that, Total Virus will tell you if that link is cool or not. If the link is not cool, it will not open. But if the link is cool, it will open. If the link is not cool, you will see it there. It will tell you that this is secured or it's not secured. But if it's not secured, you will still get the information there. I think I've done a video about that too. It should be on my page there, so on this page here. So they use phishing attack is when they send you malicious link through your emails. It could be through your email or something, or maybe WhatsApp or whatever it is, just for you to get to. By the time you click this link, it will take you to elsewhere, and then before you know, you're being attacked and you will get to lose all the vital information you have on your device and your password. So it's very important to do all of those things. Then the DDoS attack also talks about sharing of link as well. DDoS attack is almost same thing as sharing of link via email. And then social engineering also is manipulating you to share your bank informations to them. So if you're giving anybody access to your device through your Microsoft Teams or TeamView, be sure that you're watching what they are doing, because if you're not watching them, they might be able to steal vital information from there. And if you're sharing your screen, maybe through Zoom meeting or something, be sure of what you're sharing, so that you wouldn't put out information that are very important to you. Wouldn't put them out there. So I think that'll be all for now. If there's any other thing, I'll still come back and talk about it. So thank you for all the love. Thank you for sharing my videos, the comments, the inbox, and I'm seeing all of that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So see you guys some other time. Bye. Cheers.